Hey everyone, welcome to 2064 Read-Only Memories. Yeah, this is a game from the bundle from itch.io. The bundle for racial... No, what's the name? Bundle for Justice and Racial Equality, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I was thinking about doing a weekend series to just diverge from the weekday series. And then I found this one, 2064 Read-Only Memories, and I think it's a nice diversion. So yeah, without further ado, let's start. This is a point and click game, and I think it would be fun. So let's start. And it's a different style of game, right? I mean, we're doing RPG with Earthbound, and then there's this one. I think I should
San Francisco.
should shut up. Yeah.
64 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that wrongs, now commonplace thanks to parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
What was I saying? Yeah, I don't remember, but I think I was saying something like it would be a good diversion because it's a point and click, and the actual series that we're doing, it's an RPG. So I think it would be a nice way to spend our weekends together, right? Okay, New San Francisco. First of all, let me just say, the interface, the pixel art, beautiful. I really like the aesthetic of this game. Okay, so let me check. Home Sweet Home. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. What is musty? Also, the hotspots. Oh, nice. Everyone loves a vertical sliding window. Slide currently broken. Window being propped open by that book maintenance request pending. So I can open. Good old Epi. It may not be the most powerful or the fastest or have the best screen, but well, it works. And that is what matters, right? A plant. Let's see. This plant is in pretty bad shape. Isn't this supposed to be one of the easier plants to take care of? Yeah, but you actually should take care of. Oh, the book, a copy of Wingfield. Sometimes the old books are the best, especially to keep your window propped open. Okay, can I explore the... No, I cannot. What are these papers? A stack of papers for your unpublished novel. There's a sheet of paper here. A single piece of loose, unsorted paper lies on the ground. Ugh, what a disgusting sink. What's this? Is a TV? You don't know exactly what that ooze is, only that it seems to be growing day by day. What about the fridge? The video screen on the front says mustard, half full, spoiled milk, 10 days past expired. Should we open? You open the fridge to see a bottle of mustard and a carton of spoiled milk, which has developed an odor. Maybe the spoiled milk has one more good day on it, maybe. Should I take the milk? Yeah, let's grab the milk. Since it gives us an option. Okay. What's this? YMO poster? Admire YMO. Your friend Hayden gave this to you. The group is old, but the music is timeless. That's what he said at least. Okay. Now, what is this? Okay, so this is my inventory. Oh, my ID card. Let's look at it. A small plastic ID card with your name, picture, and stats. And the milk we grabbed. What about menu? Okay. Common menu. Okay. Let's continue. Alright, so... What now? Should we sleep? Your home within your home. Nothing like curling up under those blankets and escaping away for a while. You better submit your article before you turn in, or you won't have a place to sleep for long. Oh, okay. Oh, there's coffee here. Coffee, the great equalizer. Speaking of which, let me sip from my cup here. The one thing that the poor and rich alike need to chug through the day, you assume. Can I take it with me? Oh, I take a sip of the old stale coffee. The letters F and K seem clear as day. It's also really gross. I can imagine. There's nothing worse than sipping old stale coffee that is not even hot anymore. Okay, so apparently I must submit an article. Live Intelligence Processing System, LIPS. Oh, there's YouTube and mail and something that I don't know what it is. And internet. You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Who am I? Okay, today, Journalogic, Lips Live, Lips Inbox. I think the Journalogic must be the app that I used to write the article, right? So I must open it, but I think I opened the OK Today just to see what's going on. OK Today's New SF, I assume it's New San Francisco, right? Most beloved morning show, all about news and entertainment. People in New Oklahoma are still confused by the name. This is the show's online newspaper called The Scanline OK Today. Oh, sorry. Called The Scanline. OK Today is usually all about feel-good news, but it does focus on serious current events at times as well. Nice, so let's open. Current events, Charlie Nova, sports article, local news article. Let's read all the channels. Human Revolution remains vigilant in Stay Human protests in Upper Market. December 19. The Human Revolution is on day 10 of their protesting outside various Guinness clinics around the city, including those in the East Bay and down the peninsula. Guinness, I think it's genus because apparently it comes from gene. Yeah. Genus, the gene splicing treatment facility, has been met with much controversy since the organization reached mainstream exposure over the past few years. Genus employee Mort Crane spoke to OK Today exclusively. According to him, most Genus workers are up in arms, claiming they're being terrorized in their own city. We're here to help people who need gene therapy for their own personal reasons, whatever they are, said Crane. Individuals' rights have always been of paramount importance to us, he continued, and we believe that our customers have the right to live as they please or require. The human revolution stands behind their claim that genus is diluting the human experience by providing hybrids with gene splicing treatments. And in a second to digest what I just read. The human revolution stands behind their claim. Okay. The group feels that the goals stated by genus, in addition to newer cybernetic technology, are warping humanity into a very scary dark future. I can see that. They're playing God in the most senseless of ways. We were born human. Who are we to mess with our genes and start turning everybody into who knows what? Said one protester who asked to remain anonymous. Oh, so those... Oh, I see. The reactionary, aren't they? Seems that way. I mean, when you put God in the conversation, I don't want to seem like a... I don't want to judge or anything, but every time we put God in a conversation, like God meant us to be the way we are, seems like a reactionary opinion to me. But okay, let's not get into politics right now, because the game will do that for us. It's ridiculous and scary. It's not human. More information to follow as this story develops late into the holiday 2064 season. June Farmer Anna. Okay, today. Okay, what's Charlie Nova?
Hey, it's Charlie Nova.
Oh.
Star in the Stratosphere, and tonight in the stars, join Ryan V. Josio and the Hassy Boys for
It's like a podcast?
TMI New Year's Eve special, where I'll interview some of the hottest celebrities and find out what their plans are for 2065. Tune in or join us live at Union Square for the big show, starting at 10 p.m.
This game is awesome. Let's read a sports article. The new San Francisco 49ers Quest for 10 is back on. December 19th. Sunday's big game at New Candlestick brings an important question to everyone's mind. Can the 49ers punch their ticket to the playoffs and bring the Lombardi Trophy back to New San Francisco? It would mark the first win since the move to New Candlestick after an almost 50 years hiatus from the city. Since returning, they've had disappointing losses to the New York Giants and the Mexico City Luchadores. They've brought on a fresh coach. They've brought on a fresh coach. Again, they've brought on a fresh. Jesus! They've brought on a fresh coach, but controversy surrounds their new quarterback Patricia Lopez, as some vocal sports fans continue to accuse her of having illegal cybernetic enhancements. Certain modifications of implants are banned by the league, but their official reports state the repeated investigations into Lopez found no evidence to substantiate these rumors. It's relevant to point out that Lopez is the first woman to ever be quarterback in a major football team. The 49ers look to reclaim their top spot since their last win with their Super Bowl... Oh my god, I don't know what number is this. What is L? Okay, Super Bowl, this huge number. Victory over the Tokyo Titans. I must be educated now. Can you leave on the comments what this number... I know the X means 10. I, what does I mean? And L. Help me out here. Sunday's game is a rubber match, and the winner secures a spot in the playoffs between our new SF 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. It will be a close game to say the least. Catch Sunday's result here first. For All Things Everything, I'm June Vollmer and she writes everything. Let's see the local news. Golden Gate Park vandalism on the rise. Reports show the local foodie bowl. Reports show the local foodie booth JJ's Froyo stand was destroyed last night in what appears to be another case of a rogue ROM committing an act of vandalism. Okay. The cart was evidently attacked and damaged by a large ROM that had no shell. Witnesses state the alleged perpetrator has been randomly appearing at night before lumbering back into the nearby trees on the western side of the park. This is the first case of a ROM being reported to live on its own in the wild as a stray. Police say that tracking down a potential owner of the ROMs is likely impossible. Some speculate that the strange ROM may have been framed by vandals who set their crimes deliberately to make it appear to have been carried out by the ROM, rogue or under orders. OK Today reached out to Parallax for comment, and they assured us that the rogue ROM is purely a myth that tends to pop up conveniently when low-revenue business have the urge to file an insurance claim. Parallax did not appreciate the reports of vandalism being attributed to their models. Is this wild ROM the real deal, or could it be a fairy tale created by those looking to make a quick buck? Or perhaps there's something else to be gained. More as this story progresses. Oh, Mel Hopkins. Now it's another journalist. Okay, now we're caught up. Is there something live? The walls are paper thin. Watching a live feed at this hour would probably cause your neighbors to kill you. You wonder if there could be possibly... What? You wonder if there could be possibly be anything nearby that might aid you on your quest. Yeah, like headphones? Let's check our email. Spam, scam, bill, work mail, rent mail, promotional mail, invitation, weekly update. Let's check this one. This is your weekly update from Vintage Tech, your #1 source for classic technology. Popular pieces this week: The King of Click, a retrospective of the classic Model N keyboard. No, I don't want to unsubscribe. Oh, I have no other option. Whoa, subscription cannot be modified. Okay. I must find a... Oh, here, the GX Ultra Beats headphone. Let's grab it. And now, these are those GX Ultra Beats you have to do a product review on. They're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. Okay, so now it's the... Oh. I thought I must click on the item and then click on the computer with the item on the... Okay, if I need to do a review, I must look at the headphones at least. GX Ultra Beats, the top of the line in budget headwear. Okay, this is all. Let's see now if I can watch the live feed. Okay. The GX Ultra Beats sync to Lappy automatically as you connect to one of the less pornographic feeds. Jesus. Your best options are usually limited to video game streams, old concert recordings, and live cams of baby animals. Your choice is clear. Lappy speakers feel neglected, but now you have the first-hand experience needed to start actually writing the review. Oh, the review is the article. Okay. The first part of the work is done. You're so accomplished. Yeah. Wow, so I won... Oh, okay, I see. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I see. Alright, time to get work out of the way. Let's do this. Selling your soul, bit by bit. Character by character. Finished. Now send it off to the editor. There, your big break. Surely, your glowing review of GX Ultra Beats is your ticket out of poverty and into a book deal. Surely. Oh yeah. Work is finally out of the way. Time for bed. We all been there. Let me just check what this is. Isn't the fanciest program, but it's the only word editor that still gets updates for a machine as old as yours. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can sleep now. Should I close the window? Can I close the window? The classics can get boring pretty fast after multiple reads. Besides, it's more useful holding up the window. Oh, okay, so I don't need to close the window. Let's sleep. Go to sleep. What? I was drinking water. Is that a robot?
Ah, good. You're finally awake.
Oh, good, so you can get a rest of my voice from time to time.
I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient.
You have never experienced the pleasures of sleeping, of waking up on a soft bed, covered with blankets. So shut up, you robot.
Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
Yeah, how did you get into my apartment?
I came in through the door, of course.
Although the windows are open, I think he could fit in this hole here. Wait, the door?
The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious.
Oh, okay.
It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code.
Clock cycles.
It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the Secugate M/14723-B.
I knew my landlord was full of it when he said it was the best. Yeah.
Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you. I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter. Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken. And that you left it open.
Yeah, I know that my Windows lock is broken. I leave it wide open. Let's go with the dog birthday subject.
I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth the convenience.
Okay.
The 1355 also has 300 5-star reviews on Congo.
Jesus. There's one little robot who likes to talk and talk and talk. Hold on, what are you doing in my apartment? Yeah!
Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my microactuators, so I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit.
Yeah, he didn't clean the sink, but okay.
As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
No, now it's personal.
Fortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure
Talking about my computer.
to remove some particularly nasty malware. An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well. I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with?
What? How dare you? All my work was there.
Don't fret! I did manage managed to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash. Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs.
Well, it's the least you can do after destroying my computer.
It is the least I can do.
Yeah, we're in sync. That's nice, but you still haven't told me why you're here. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
keep yapping, and there's no answer.
I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge.
Jesus.
To ramble on a bit when I'm nervous. I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now.
Hayden? You know Hayden Weber?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
I haven't seen Hayden in over a year. Where is he?
I don't really know. That's why I'm here. Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
Slow down. Slow down. Just start from the beginning.
The beginning. Okay. Yes, I can do that.
Oh, I can use the keyboard? Oh, I can.
Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Am I your best hope? Was anyone out for Hayden? Why would they want... I want to know everything. But let's start with... Why would they want Hayden?
He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me.
Who are you anyway? What do you have to do with it?
Ah, excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing.
Turing.
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his.
Nice.
Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him. Either to stop his research, or to take it and use it for themselves.
So Chatty, what makes you so Chatty, what makes you so special? Yeah.
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner.
Kinda like ChatGPT or Copilot or stuff? I don't know the difference.
In a way, self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But
Oh.
despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
How would you know? One way or the other?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
Oh, good. Another philosophical game. I think we're getting a little too philosophical here.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Was anyone out for Hayden?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked.
Okay.
It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
Why am I your best hope?
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
Oh. I never looked for a missing person, but I could try. Who should I get involved? I haven't seen Hayden forever. What can we choose here? The first one.
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
Hey! We'll see about that.
Don't worry, if Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable. If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Yes. Well then, I guess we should get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Oh, thanks. I can totally afford that. Lead the way. Why not go to the police? They might be able to help. Okay, Bubblehead, I'll help, but there better be a story here. No, not the police. Yeah.
My head does not bobble, thank you very much.
You call me a failure.
In addition, I would not expect you to help me without fair compensation. I assure you, there is a story here. Whether you are good enough to find it or not is up to you. I hope you are, for Hayden's sake.
Alright, lead the way. But can I wanted to... I can't. I wanted to read the news about parallax again because I'm not quite sure I get what parallax is. But okay, apparently it's morning.
That's strange. Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Perhaps a maintenance robot took care of it? Yeah, I think it's...
Possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems.
There you go.
At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully.
Yeah, I think it's for the best.
A lucky break.
What?
It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
Jesus. You made your point about the door. Let's just head in. Whoa. It doesn't look like there was much of a struggle. Well, there's something on the floor. Are you sure he was actually kidnapped, Turing?
I do not make a habit of entering people's homes in the middle of the night without permission for no reason. Breaking and entering is just not a sustainable hobby. So yes, I am quite certain. I saw it happen myself. I should have stayed and tried to protect him. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals.
Like all scientists. Aren't you programmed against harming humans?
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Please don't.
Well, for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Glad we're clear on that one. Come on.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But
Yeah.
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Yeah, let's start pointing and clicking. I'm only listening. Okay, so what can we... Photos. Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world. Working at a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well off. This plant is doing much better than the one at home. Yeah. I mean, look at the light the plant gets. ROM parts.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home building ROMs, as if he doesn't do enough of that at work.
Can we grab it? What reason would you have for taking this? You don't even own a ROM. Okay, sorry. What about the window?
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from.
Okay.
It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
Are you sturdy enough to survive that kind of fall? How did you get down?
I took the fire escape.
Oh, clever. Of course you did. What else can we... Stack of books.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
What? A tablet.
Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule.
He's a basic guy.
My skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. It looks like there's a place here for a physical memory card.
Can I grab it?
Without the memory card, this tablet is useless.
Oh, okay. What about the computer?
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Do you know how to get in? There might be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't.
Ah, so you don't know it all.
I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
Okay. Why not? You hacked my door easily enough. Of course you can. That'll be too easy.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. If you'd like to try your hand at digital breaking and entering, be my guest. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Can't you just download the knowledge from the meshnet?
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it, I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert. The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability.
Are you incapable of that kind of creative leap?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers.
Okay.
I do seem to have some skill with painting, though. Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be good at.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction, still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Yeah, let's get back to searching. Okay, so I need a memory card. Broken tech. Oh, memory card. Well, let's check the broken tech first. A wrong component and Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. Okay. Let's grab the memory card. It looks like an old high-density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read it. Yeah, we know that already. What about game console? Looks like an N64, right? A few vintage video games console. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. There's a Mega 16, a Duro, and even a Familink. Okay. A Familink. Let's check the TV. The television is looping through some of Hayden's feeds. Tech banter, Ted's code tips, augmented eye. Okay, let's check the memory card. What? No compatible slots. Oh no, it's on the tablet.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections.
Probably.
If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
The tablet's calendar says he has... What? The tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask.
Guess so.
Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map.
Okay.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
My city map?
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you.
Nice.
For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions. This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Don't you know literally everything about me already? You knew my first dog's birthday? Yeah, that's a nice response.
This is just how things are done. I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program.
Well, since you put it that way.
So, here we go! Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system. I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
Enter name. Can I? Oh, I can. Yay. Yeah. Some people asked me, why did I mosaic the name on Earthbound? And that is because I use my actual name, because I wasn't even think of doing a YouTube channel. I was just thinking of recording to myself to see what I could do with that sometime or someday. And then I thought about putting on YouTube, and then there was my name there, and I don't want to show you my name. So now I have this nickname. Yeah, so this is why.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name.
Ah, okay.
Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
You can use he, him, his.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
What? Halal? What's this? I think omnivorous.
Diet set as omnivorous. Are you sure?
That's correct.
Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available. Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again. In review.
Idle joy, he, him,
Does that sound...
omnivorous. That does sound right.
Thank you. See, that was relatively painless.
Yeah, it was.
You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now. I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better.
Yeah, I'm sure too.
Efficient use of our time together.
Yeah, let's be efficient.
Thank you for escorting me here. Let's head back to your home.
This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Oh. Okay.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
Yeah, I noticed.
Have you been overwatering it?
Sometimes things just rattle out of you and I have no idea how to respond to it. Don't plants need lots of water? Oh, so my character is an idiot. Okay, let's go with the funnier
But
one.
merely attempting to care for this living being you've been so callously neglecting. If I can continue without the insults... It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
The plant's named Wilty. I got it from a friend a couple months ago. Mildew. Time to give the landlord another call. Yeah, we have more important things to do.
Still, I'll keep an eye on it. Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat. We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Okay, guys. I'll end the episode here. And in the next episode, we'll go to Tomcat. I'll see you there.